Ganagapura. Sri Kshetra Ganagapura is located in Afzalpur Taluk of Kalaburgi district in Karnataka. It is one of the prime Punya Kshetras associated with Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami, the second incarnation of Lord Dattatreya. Lord Dattatreya is the Trimurti avatar of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva to depict Ekameva Dvitiyam, which is to stress about the only one ultimatum. Upon the call of devotees and to minimize the suffering of his devotees, Lord Dattatreya incarnated as Sripada Srivallabha in Kali Yuga. This is the first complete incarnation of Lord Dattatreya. The second incarnation of Lord Dattatreya is Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami, who settled at Ganagapura for a while, and is said that the Lord shall take a dip every day at Sangama, do Madhukari Bhiksha at noon, and bless the disciples at Ganagapura each and every day. The complete details of these incarnations have been mentioned in Guru Charitra. Guru Charitra. Guru Charitra is a Pavitra Grantha containing 53 chapters which has been drafted on the blessings of the Sri Guru himself. Before we proceed to offer a prayer, it would be better to know the incarnation and his prowess so that we get aligned and offer more bhakti. Guru Charitra Parayana, reading of this book and making it as an auspicious ritual will provide many good results. One among them is Ganagapura Darshana and Darshana of Sri Swami's Nirguna Paduke itself. To do the Parayana, one must wake up early in the morning, start reading the book in the Brahmi Muhurta for 7 days. Reciting of Sri Guru Charitra is as equal and auspicious to reciting of Vedas. Parayana routine. On the first day of Parayana, one must read chapter 1 to chapter 9. On the second day, chapter 10 to 21 must be recited. Third day, chapter 22 to 29. On fourth day, one must read from chapter 30th to chapter 35. On fifth day, chapter 36 to 38 must be recited. On sixth day, chapter 39 to 43 must be read. And on seventh day, chapter 44 to chapter 53 reciting will mark the completion of Guru Charitra. With the complete dedication and devotion, one must grasp the teachings of Sri Gurudeva Datta and offer complete bhakti. Eating onion and garlic is strictly prohibited during the Parayana for 7 days. After the Parayana, it is a must that one should perform Guru Puja at their places by welcoming 21 Vatu Brahmins, offer them Kanike and Bhojana and get their blessings. On this day, it should be considered that all 21 Vatus are avatars of Sri Gurudeva Datta itself. Once this is complete, it is said that you are eligible for Guru Anugraha and you shall have an opportunity to visit Ganagapura with ease and take the darshan of Nirguna Paduka. In the times where millions seek the Almighty in places which is often difficult to travel, to be in and to manage, Lord Dattatreya in his incarnation has resided in Ganagapura and has been blessing his devotees. Ganagapura has become the go-to places for devotees who seek to wipe their sins, fulfill their wishes and to get darshana from Nirguna Paduka to attain the salvation. Nirguna Padukas are the Padukas of the divine Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami. All the wishes shall come true if the prayers are offered with utmost bhakti. Nirguna Mat. The main temple in Ganagapura where Sri Guru used to stay is known as Nirguna Mat. This Nirguna Mat is adorned with the Nirguna Padukas. Main occasions. Chaitra Shuddha Pratipada, the Hindu New Year. On this day, special puja to Guru Paduka and Panchanga Patana in Nirguna Mat will be offered. Vaishaka Shuddha Chaturdashi. On this day, Ugra Narasimha Jayanti will be celebrated in the time of Suryasta. Ashada Shuddha Purnima. Guru Purnima. On this day, Vyasa Puja will be done and Guru Purnima will be celebrated, marking the beginning of Chaturmasa. Shravana Shuddha Pratipada. From this day, Rudrabhishek will start for 1 month every morning by the pujaris for Bhakta Kalyana Artha. Bhadrapada Shukla Chaturthi, Ganesha Chaturthi. On this day, special puja will be done to Chintamani Ganapati and the same day, Sripada Srivallabha Jayanti will be celebrated. and Swami's Utsava Murti will be placed in the cradle. Ashwinvadya Chaturdashi, Naraka Chaturdashi. On this day, as the tradition, all pujaris, villagers and devotees will do Ashtatirtha with the Namasmarana of Sri Gurudeva Datta. Margashira Shuddha Chaturdashi and Purnima. On this day, Dattatreya Janmotsava will be celebrated, and at 12 pm, Dattatreya Utsava Murti will be placed in the cradle. Types of Puja Sevas: Suvarna Paduka Puja, Mahapuja, Kesara Lepan Paduka Puja, Sri Guru Charitra Parayana, Madhukari Seva, Pallaki Seva, Nanda Deepa Seva, Sarva Seva, Datta Homa. Importance of Audumbara tree. When Lord Vishnu manifested himself as Narasimha in Narasimha Avatara to protect Prahalada and to destroy Hiranyakashipa, he had to make use of his nails to kill him. He tore open the belly of Hiranyakashipa with his claws. In the stomach of Hiranyakashipa there was Kalakuta poison. The nails of Narasimha were drenched with poison when he tore the stomach and entrails of the demon. As a result, Narasimha nails were seething with great heat and pain. Goddess Lakshmi, seeing the suffering of her lord, plucked some fruits of the Audumbara tree which she happened to find nearby. The lord stuck his nails into the fruit deep into its pulp. The lord's pain vanished instantly by this. Lord Vishnu was immensely pleased and blessed the Audumbara tree and said it would from then onwards be powerful on earth as the Kalpavruksha tree in heaven. He said that whoever worships the Audumbara tree would get all desires and wishes fulfilled. Thus, the Audumbara tree had become a wish-fulfilling tree by Vishnu's grace. Sri Gurudeva Datta very much likes the Audumbara tree and promised that he would reside at the base of each Audumbara tree in a subtle form. Worship of the Audumbara tree is an important duty of Datta devotees. If an Audumbara tree is in the house, it is as though Sri Dattatreya is verily in the house. Once a Brahmin, Narahari, seek blessings of Sri Narasimha Saraswati Maharaj at Ganagapur and bowing him to him said, "My life is futile, I have studied Yajurveda, but as I am suffering from the leprosy, all people despise me and I am not invited for any rituals. Kindly bless me." Sri Guru gave him a dry log of Audumbara and said, "Go to Sangam and plant it on the bank of Bhima in the east. After bath, worship Ashwatha at the Sangam. Again bath and water this log thrice a day. When it sprouts green foliage, your sins will be wiped off and you will be free from leprosy." As instructed by Sri Guru, Narahari planted the log on the bank of Bhima and began to water. Sri Guru went to the Sangam and to see the leper Brahmin. He was pleased to see his devotion. Narahari was watering the log. Sri Guru sprinkled the holy water from his bowl on the log and instantly green foliage sprouted on the log. The leprosy of the Brahmin disappeared and his body became healthy. The same Audumbara tree can be found at Sangam, where devotees offering various kinds of prayers with devotion. Bhiksha. As per the Guru Charitra, it is said that Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami will be doing Madhukari Bhiksha every afternoon at Ganagapura. So it is a holy and blessing of lifetime to donate food at Ganagapura, which cannot be done unless you have Guru Anugraha. Also, devotees must collect Madhukari Bhiksha from 5 Brahmin houses at Ganagapura. Doing so will clear all the sins and Lord Dattatreya will be pleased with you. Every day after the Aarti, the Nirguna Paduka at Nirguna Mat, Madhukari Bhiksha Seva will be done to the devotees. Sangama. After Nirguna Mat, Sangama is one of the most important places at Ganagapura. It is believed that every day Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami will take a dip at this Sangam. Majority of the devotees take a holy dip at this Sangam, the holy confluence of Bhima and Amaraja rivers. Sangam is like Prayag. Lord Sangameshwara at the Sangameshwara temple is like Mallikarjuna at Sri Shailam, as said by Sri Guru himself while explaining the importance of Ashtatirtha. The importance of Sangam was explained by Sri Guru in Sri Guru Charitra. Whoever takes a bath in Sangam, he or she will be free from his sins and his or her wishes will be fulfilled. There is a temple in Sangam in which the Sri Narasimha Saraswati Swami performed the Anushtana. Basma Hill. Ash Hill is closer to Sangam, and it is said that Lord Parashurama has performed a yajna here, and the ash is of that holy yajna. Lord Parashurama performed penance, and at this place the ash is very powerful, and the devotees coming here take some quantity with them. Sri Kalleshwara Mandir. This is the temple of Lord Sri Kalleshwara, which is quite famous in Ganagapura. It is more ancient than the Nirgunamath in Ganagapur. This temple is considered as equivalent to Gokarna Mahabaleshwara, and nearby is one of the Ashtatirtha, which is Manmata Tirtha. There are also temples of Lord Shani, Navagraha, Maruti and Goddess Durga in this premise. The environment here is very pleasant, and the devotees coming to Ganagapura visit this place at large number. Ashtatirthas. The importance of bath in these Ashtatirthas can be seen in Sri Guru Charitra. Some devotees are taking bath in these tirthas every day during their stay in Ganagapur, and some are taking at least once during their yatra period. Bath in Ashtatirthas on Naraka Chaturdashi day is very powerful. Even the sins and doshas will be removed by having bath in these Ashtatirthas. Shatakula Tirtha. Bath in this tirtha prevents diseases and untimely death. Nrusimha Tirtha. The bath in this tirth and then worshipping Sangameshwara is like worshipping Sri Shaila Mallikarjuna, and this fulfills one's wishes. This tirth is in front of the Sangam Mandir. Bhagirathi Tirth. Bath in this tirth is as holy as the bath in Manikarnika Kund at Kashi. It is because once a Shiva Bhakta Brahmin of Bharadwaja Gotra pleased Lord Shiva with his devotion, and when Lord Shiva appeared, he asked that he want to take bath in Manikarnika daily and have darshan of the Lord. Lord Shiva granted, and a Kund emerged there, and it joined the Bhima river here. Papa Vinashini Tirth. As the name indicates, bath in this tirth destroyed all sins. Koti Tirth. A bath in this tirth is like taking bath in all tirth of Jambudvipa. One should take bath here on Shankranti, Grahana, Purnima and Amavasya. Rudrapada Tirth. A bath in this river is equivalent to a bath in Gaya and Shraddha. Chakra Tirth. A dip in this tirth is even more holy than the bath in Dwaraka. Manmata Tirth. This tirth is in front of Kalleshwara Mandir. Bath in this tirth and then worshipping Kalleshwara is like taking bath in Gokarna Tirth and worshipping Mahabaleshwara. How to reach Ganagapura? Ganagapura Dattatreya temple is situated 21 kilometers from Ganagapur road in Karnataka. Its nearest city is Gulbarga, which is 40 kilometers. Ganagapura to Solapur district distance is around 95 kilometers. Hyderabad to Ganagapura is 250 kilometers. Mumbai to Ganagapura railway distance is 526 kilometers.